Hello, everybody. My name is Ryan Wolfgang, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the Wolfgang Show. This show is a variety show where I'm going to give you the news that I find interesting. I'm going to give you some recommendations for some movies and things that you should be watching right now, and new releases in both movies and video games. And we're gonna look at some gaming news and some Fortnite stuff. So it should be fun. And let's get into it with some top stories. So we have two stories for you this time, and one of them is Xbox Zombie MMO the day before it gets official gameplay reveal. And it says, first of all, I'm very excited for this game. I don't know why, but this comes from PureXbox.com, and it says, we have not seen much footage of the zombie survival game the day before just yet. The development team has finally showcased new gameplay at CES. Courtesy of NVIDIA, the team has shown us a bit more of what to expect from the day before, ahead of its PC and current-gen console launch. It's a pretty short clip, but gameplay tucked in here looks promising so far. We must stress that this is the PC footage. This is PC footage intended to showcase NVIDIA's latest ray tracing tech, but the game is coming to Xbox Series X and S at some stage. As of when, we are not entirely sure right now. Alongside the gameplay reveal, team has confirmed a March 1st release date, but the console version hasn't been dated at this time of writing. So, okay, so let's move on to story number 2. And story number 2 is PlayStation announces Project Leonardo and accessibility controller kit for PS5. Which I'm not a PlayStation. I am a PlayStation guy, but I just thought this was interesting because me, your host, Ryan Wolfgang, being in a wheelchair and being disabled, I always like to look at these things these technologies that are coming out in the accessibility and games community, and I like to talk about them. So, basically, to sum up, at CES a couple of weeks ago, Sony revealed this controller kit. It looks like this. Looks like that. I think it looks pretty alien for what it's trying to accomplish. But, you know, maybe I'll give it a shot if it's not like $1,000. Anyway, um, and our final top story of this episode is Embers Adrift will hold a free weekend January 27th through the 29th with community and streaming events. This comes from MMORPG.com. Now this game I'm really excited to get my hands on because it's basically another classic inspired MMO such as EverQuest. It's inspired from games like EverQuest. And I'm really excited to get into it and try to play it this weekend. Let me read what's going on to you. Embers Adrift will hold a free weekend from January 27th to the 29th. The subscription-based game will be able to try out for free, and Stormhaven Studios is planning some events around the promotion. The event will begin Friday, January 27th at midnight. There will be a community welcoming event. An event like this means existing players can help out the new ones. This time, those stepping into the world for the first time via the free weekend can join up with those who have been in the game for a while and have the ability to help out the new players. And the free weekend players can do so in some of the following ways. Prepare consumable regenerates and equipment to offer new players. Keep an eye on global chat to answer and welcome new players with warmth and kindness. Set up groups for new players to show the ropes of the game and show them how fun it is to play with a group of players. So yeah, I mean, pretty fun stuff. This is like one of my most anticipated MMOs to get into this year. So I'll probably see you guys this weekend online. But anyway, on to some Wolfgang recommendations. Now, firstly, I would like to recommend to you in this Wolfgang recommendations the Adam Project. This is a Netflix movie starring Ryan Reynolds where he's a time traveler going back into his own past to disrupt time travel from ever being invented. This is like a Back to the Future type movie with like an action movie like Deadpool or a Marvel movie. It's great. I give it like an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. It was one of my top 5 movies of last year, and I really recommend you go and watch it. It's great. Second recommendation on the docket for this episode is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio film from last year, December of last year it came out. It's a great little animated film retelling Pinocchio, and some would say it's even better than the live action Pinocchio movie. This is true, by the way. So, take my advice and go see it. It's a little more darker than the Disney version, but if you're anything like me that likes a good story, likes a good dark story every now and again, you'll love this. You'll love this movie. Next is another one of my top 5 films of last year, Bullet Train. This is a action movie with Brad Pitt. It's kind of like a Guy Ritchie movie, but it's like Tarantino and John Wick mixed with it. It's on a train. It's very neo-Japanese style. If you're anything like me with my love of action movies, over-the-top action movies, you're gonna love this one. I give it a 10 out of 10. And for our final recommendation of this episode, we have The Legend of Vox Machina on Amazon Prime. This is the Critical Role TV show. It's animated. If you're into D&D, if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, you'll know what this is. If not, I would still recommend you watch it because it's a great adventure show and it's funny and it's well animated, and I would give the first season a shot on Amazon Prime as well. But the second season is out now on Amazon Prime, and I can't wait to watch it. The first season was great. It was one of my favorite shows of last year, and I recommend you watch it. Really, it's great. And finally, for this episode, it is time for Fortnite Corner.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some body wars. I like to play Fortnite. We're gonna see what there is to see on the island top today. Yeah, Fortnite gamers. Yeah, we're gonna see what there is to see on the island top today. Yeah, Fortnite, come on now. Yeah.
Alrighty, so as we can see from basically this is a website of Fortnite item shop. So we got featured items. Looks like a bunch of crap up here. Looks like a bunch of crap that I wouldn't want to spend my V-Bucks on. And then we got the good stuff. We got all the Marvel stuff coming back. We have no idea when it's returning. So if you see something you like and you play Fortnite, I would grab this stuff if you're interested in some of this stuff. Like right now, because it's gonna go away. So this is everything on the item shop right now. And we'll go back to thank you, second screen me. Well, this is the end of the first episode of the Wolfgang Show. We hope you enjoyed this first pilot episode. more coming soon. This is a pilot episode, so we'll see you guys next time on the next one. And remember to stay nerdy, guys. Bye, everyone.